Hey guys, Zach Calhoun here. Excited to have you. Whether you're brand new at virtual tours or you've been a seasoned photography or digital media pro for a long time, this video series is the best virtual tour selling content you're gonna find. So pay close attention because I chat with Hurd out of Colorado, who's sold over 500 virtual tours in person, and he's showing us A to Z, every single step in his selling script, his selling process, what he does exactly, how he shows it, what objections he overcomes. As he says in an interview, sales is king. I do my very best to ask questions and poke and prod and pull out gold that I think you guys would have questions about as you go out there and provide this service in your local context. If you would like to download this entire interview in one big file, scroll below the video, click the link, and I'll send it to you. And of course, join our Facebook group, Virtual Tour Profit. Just search in Facebook and you'll find it and request to join the group. And then lastly, check out cloudpano.com. Become a Pro Plus member today as we provide world-class 360 virtual tour software to the community. We're excited to have you here and enjoy the interview.
Yeah, cool. I like that. Well, what you're describing, what I'm hearing is in the marketing space, it's called a value ladder, right? So you start off with this lower tier offer of $600 for the tour, and then you say, oh yeah, by the way, I also offer this, and I offer this if you want it, and those are really amazing too. But if you only want to start off here, that's okay, and just go into why you start off with that lower number, so that's what they're thinking about, and once they say yes to that. So, oh yeah, by the way, if you want to throw this too, it's only an extra $100. So like, okay, I'll do that too. All of a sudden, the value of your customer is like just all of a sudden just increasing every single time. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to just don't do it in a manner that they're going to feel like, oh man, I'm getting nickel and dime to death here.
Sure.
You really want to just say, this is what I have. This is what the pricing is. It's really great. The platforms that I work with, I don't charge a monthly hosting fee for the virtual tours. That's a huge sell because somebody's come into them and they might have said, yeah, we'll do a tour. We'll put it on your website for you. And it's only $25 a month.
Yeah.
Well, that's $300 a year that they don't really need to spend maybe in their minds. I come in and I say, I do the setup for $100. Yeah. You're never going to pay a dime again for it. It's yours on your site. How cool is that?
I love hosting fees, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, I get it. It's you have to go when you're in the market and someone started hosting fee, you're going to win, right? So you have to know your market, right? It depends on who the person you're selling to is, right? Speaking of calling a local 360 company, I did the same thing in Houston. I said, hey, here's what I'm doing. And they focused on the apartment complex niche, and I was able to extract some pricing, and I was like, whoa, these guys are charging $1,000 to $5,000. Can't believe it, And I ended up getting information fast. So it's a good way. You need to get some data, have some context, right, when you go in somewhere. And now that even this interview can help someone, like, hey, this is what he does. Okay, I can try this idea of the mom and pop niches of even the jewelry. I feel like the jewelry store thing was something that kind of revealed itself to you. It just kind of happened over time. It kept happening, right? How'd that go? I mean, I guess your story with that. I mean, it ended up being a lot of your customers, right?
It's a big portion of my customers. Yeah, jewelers love it. I would have thought they wouldn't for security reasons. And I've run into a couple jewelers like, I don't want, pictures of where my 360. And that is not a terribly hard objection to get over, especially once you've done a few jewelers are like, well, this guy, and so on. None of them have an objection. Check out their dope tours. And you can see views. So when you have the Google Street View app, as the person that posted those images, it'll give you counts. And I'm like, well, your competitor down the street, 85,000 views. What do you think that's doing for his business? Oh, okay. And then if it's a security, they're like, wow, that many views? You're kidding me. I'm like, I know, it's amazing. It's so random how some get so many views and some not as many. So you want to find the image that's gotten the most views as an example. And then like in the jewelry, I'll say, well, I think if somebody wanted to case the place, they're just going to walk in with their cell phone recording, walk around, and visualize where everything is in person, and then leave the store. You're not going to know. So I really don't think it's a huge security. So 99% of the time I'm able to overcome that objection when it presents itself, but that isn't very often. I was surprised I don't hear it more often. So if you're starting off, go hit up your local jewelers.
That's
for free.
Yeah, good idea. I mean, so sometimes folks will do something for free. Happy you mentioned that. And they're saying, hey, it's a portfolio piece. Just want to build up my portfolio. And that's okay. I get that. I'm a proponent of ask for a referral if you're going to do that, though, right? You need to ask for something. Like, it's not money, ask for something. And obviously you get the data, or you get that example, but get a referral. I mean, that's a great way to get started. That's an easy way to get started.
Always ask for a referral, no matter what. Always ask for a referral. And I mean, you don't have to start off with necessarily the DSLR tours to do this. You go get an Insta360 or Insta1 360 for $400. The images are okay. They're nothing as compared to a DSLR type of pano. The workflow's quicker. You can post it right from your phone. And just get out there and the biggest advice I would give to any new person getting into this field is do it. Take action. Just do it. Just say, okay, I'm going to do it. It's hard when you haven't done this before to go walk into a business, muster up the courage and say, okay, is the business owner available? Are you the business owner or whatever? You might feel a little bit out of your space, but once you do it a few times, like for me, it's nothing. I'll walk in, are you the owner? Yeah, I am. And then they're like, why? Who's asking?
Yeah.
Like, hey, my name's Ty. I'm a photographer. I work with Google. I do 360 virtual tour photography. And bam, you just roll into it. And they're like, wait, what? Oh, yeah, I'm the owner. And you're like, you were going to try to say you weren't the owner, weren't you? And I may even joke like that, like, oh, you were going to say you weren't the owner. Yeah, check this out. I just did this tour next door, whatever. And then you loosen it up. Physical comedy, physical motions help loosen people up as well. So I'm like, have you ever seen Google Street View? Where you can look all around, and I'll wave my arms all around like a crazy guy. But they find it funny and it relaxes them. They'll immediately.
Yeah. Because when you're uptight, they're going to be uptight too. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. So I know that when I first started doing sales, my palms would sweat. It was this weird thing. I was like, why are my palms sweating? My heart's kind of beating a little heavier. I had that. Here's all the reasons why I should not do this come through my mind, right? Here's all I'm full of crap. I don't know anything. I'm an idiot. All these these are lies we tell ourselves, right? It's kind of, I think everyone goes through at first. Everyone goes through that. If this interview says to teach anybody anything, it's that you have permission to go try and fail and just go for it. Go. It's not about being perfect. Listen, I have so many times, tell you, I have stuttered, stumbled my word. I couldn't even say the word. I was like, I'm sorry, bro. And all of a sudden they relax. I was like, hey, listen, here's what I do. So it's it's just like that. You got to be yourself and be okay with your faults and your weirdness. It's okay. It's all right. Just go do it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with failing. It's just an opportunity to learn. So you go, okay, well, that didn't work. I'm not going to do it that way the next time.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're going to go in the first time. Your pitch isn't going to be perfect. You're going to fumble over your words. On that same hand, you're going to present yourself as a person. So sometimes if you do get nervous or you do fumble over something, they're not like, oh, this is some super slick sales guy, trying to sell me some snake oil.
Good point.
They can relate and they go, oh, okay, obviously you're just a person just like me. So you always try to be personable, and being nervous is being personable. So if they can sense that maybe you're a little bit nervous, it's not going to kill you. And you're just going to get more and more and more comfortable. Obviously, you do want to be comfortable. You want to be friendly. You want to be presenting yourself as being trustworthy and being personable. So I really try to be personable when I go in and talk to these business owners. But yeah, there's no such thing as failing in sales. It's just a way to learn how to provide a better pitch, learn how to overcome the next objection. And, eventually you'll hear different objections and you'll try different methods of overcoming those objections. That's the most important thing. One of the most important things in sales is overcoming objections.
Yeah.
What are they going to say? What are the reasons they don't need it? They don't want it. And you can then learn and you'll counter, well, this is the reason you want it. This is the benefit that it provides to you.
I hear that all the time. Here's what I say. Yeah, I got you. Exactly. Yeah. I have so many folks have that worry, and here's what, here's why I think it's fine. Like, it's funny because those things will happen. They'll start to just come to you. They'll just be natural. They'll be like this weird, like, it will just all of a sudden, it's like, you're just ready because it's stored away in your sales part of your brain. It's like, oh, he said this, cool. I have the answer for that. And then, of course, at first, you don't have all those objections, all those ability to call all those objections. But over time, it gets easy, man. Like, it's just, yeah, you're right. That's totally cool. And know that they're coming. That it's important to know, I think, for anybody, objections are going to come. Like, that's part of the process. You're not going to go in there and going to say, yes, oh, this is cool. I'll go ahead and buy it. It's not how it's going to work. We're going to say, how much does it cost? I don't want to pay that much. Blah, 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 blah. But over time, if you get to that point where they say, yes, let's do it.
Yeah, you're going to learn to overcome the objections. And the best way to avoid objections is to counter them in your pitch. Address them before their objections. So that's kind of the way my pitch goes is, I don't need this. There's no benefit to me. That's what a lot of people are thinking. Well, I already get business, and so you've already presented with them the benefits of it, why they want to do it, how it's going to improve traffic. They're going to get more customers. They're going to make more money. The tour is going to pay for itself. And they're thinking all of this as you're presenting your pitch to them. So at the end, they're not left with any real objections, and that by the time you're done explaining it to them, the only objection may be price. And that's the one thing that sometimes, like, especially with small businesses, they may say, God, this is sick. I want to do this. $400 or $600 is too much. And then that's where I'll come back and I'll say, and I never lead with this, but I'll come back and say, tell you what, I can do a point and shoot tour. The quality isn't quite as good. Here's what one looks like. I did it for the jeweler or the florist or whatever down the street. Check it out. And then at that point, I won't de-sell it. I'm not going to say, it sucks, but I'll sell it to you for $250. It's terrible, but you want to buy it? I'll say it's not quite as high quality, but here, I'll show you an example. And like, yeah, it doesn't have quite the dynamic range and it's not quite as sharp, but it's still pretty good. I can do that for you for $250 if you want to do it today. So I've gone down from $600 down to $250. Minute by minute, though, you make more money off of those $250 shoots because they're like, okay, $250, and I'm like, yeah, but we need to do it today. I don't want to come back because I'm not really making much money. It's less than half of what I normally charge. I'll still throw in the 10 keyword photos for you as well. So it's basically the same exact package, just with slightly less quality 360 images. But we need to do it today. And then a lot of times the price was the big objection, and you can kind of tell by looking around if that may be a valid objection. This place is a little beat up and they're not putting a whole lot of money back into the business. I could see maybe, and you can, it's a time when the business should be busy and you've been talking to them for 30 minutes. Not a single person has come through the door. There's another indication like, okay, maybe they're not doing a lot of business. Turn that into your advantage, say, okay, well, I'll do a standard point and shoot tour for $250 and it will help drive people in. And now they've been talking to you for half an hour, haven't had a single customer. They might be thinking, God, I need some more customers. Where is everybody? And you can turn that emotion, that feeling of, I'm not getting any business into a positive for you. And then, just present, we'll get some more people through the doors here. So let's get this tour done and we'll just do the basic tour. We need to do it today. And they're like, okay, yeah. And the best part is you can do that tour. You'll spend more time pitching than once they're like, okay, let's do it. You're like, great. Then I'm only here for 10 more minutes. And then you just go do the shoot. It's super fast. And then you leave. You might spend 20 or 30 minutes selling them on it. And then the shoot takes 10 minutes. With a point and shoot, it's fast.
Cool.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this section of the interview. If you want this entire interview, an hour and a half, sent to your inbox, scroll below the video, click on the link, and I'll send it to you. Also, join our Facebook group, Virtual Tour Profit, and of course, sign up and become a Pro Plus member on cloudpano.com and receive all our full features, use your own domain name, and host your virtual tours for life. We appreciate you guys being a part of the community, and we're excited to see you grow your business. I'll catch you in the next interview.